Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel. I'm Vivian. So today I want to make a tutorial on how to draft a princess dart. Okay, so I've made a tutorial on how to draft a princess dart bust tee in my previous video. Okay, so today's princess dart is the classic princess dart. That is the type you use on corporate wears. Okay, the type we use on corporate wears, you know, they are different. The corporate wear princess dart is different from the princess dart the princess dart bust tee we use on our African blouses. Okay, so now let's get to work. So I have my pattern paper here. I didn't place it on fold because it is paper. So what I will do is I will mark 1 inch from the top of the paper. So I'm marking 1 inch to create my shoulder line. Okay, and why I'm taking 1 inch is that I want to have a space for creating my shoulder seam, allowance. Okay, so just mark the 1 inch. So this is it. So this is my shoulder line. Now from this shoulder line I'll place my vertical measurements. You know that whatever we're doing, you have to derive it from your basic bodies. So the next thing now is just to create our basic bodies. Okay, so from this shoulder point I would place my vertical measurements, which is the bust, the waist, and the hip. Okay, then the 1 inch hem allowance. So this is it. Okay, so the bust point, the waist point, the hip point, and 1 inch hem allowance. So I want to also transfer the points here to guide me in extending my line. So just mark it slightly. Okay, so now let me draw my line. So this is it. Okay, so let me label it. This is the bust point, this is the waist, and this is the hip. So we have it here. Now on our shoulder line we place our shoulder measurement. So just take the shoulder measurement. Here the shoulder is 15 inches. So remember, you divide your shoulder measurement by 2. Okay, so 15 inches divided by 2, that is 7.5. But I'll add ½ inch for seam allowance. Okay, for joining the sleeve. So I'll take 8 inches. So this is 8 inches here. Okay, now then I'll place my neck line. So remember, the neckline is 3 inches for standard, but you can take any wideness. Just 3 inches is just a standard measurement for adults. Okay, but you can extend your neckline to whatever length you want. You can make it 5 inches, 6 inches, and so I'll just take 4 inches. I'll also come down by 4 inches. So this is my neckline. So let me draw it. So this is it. Then at the shoulder point, come down by 1 inch, okay, because of the shoulder slant. Then connect it to the neck width like so. This is it, okay. So we'll place our armhole measurement. So you can measure your round armhole, then you place it there. That's the round armhole divided by 2, okay. So this is 8 for me here. It is 8 inches. Then I'll just connect it. So remember, when you're taking your armhole measurement, you measure from this shoulder slant, okay. So you place it. Now I will extend this. So you can decide to extend it to this part. So let me do just that so that I can label it. So this is it. So this line now is our upper bust line or the chest line. So the line where your armhole line meets is the chest line or upper bust. So let me just label it chest line, okay. So now at this chest line, you place your bust measurement. So the bust measurement here is 40 divided by 4, okay. Remember, you have to divide by 4. So divide by 4 is 10 inches, but I'll add half inch. So the reason for the half inch is just for having freeness at the armpit area, okay. So hope it is 10. Okay, sorry, this is 10 inches here plus the half inch, 10.5. So this is it here, okay. All right, so now you take the midpoint of this armhole line. Remember, what we have here is 8 inches. So the midpoint is 4 inches, okay. Then come in by 1 inch from this 4 inches. Come in by 1 inch. And I have it here. Then connect this point to this edge here. So just connect it. Now we'll create our armhole curve. So to create your armhole curve, just connect from this point to this 10.5 inch we took. That is the bust measurement we placed there. So you can connect it with your free hand if you don't have the curve, the French curve. But if you have it, just place it like so and you make a curve, okay. So make sure it is a curve. So we have it. So this is our armhole. So this is the front armhole, because the front armhole is deeper than the back armhole. That is why we came in by 1 inch, okay. So this is it. Now at this shoulder line, I would add my seam allowance, because when you are sewing, you have to sew the shoulder, and by the time you sew it, if you don't add that allowance for sewing it, your armhole will become shorter and your neckline too will go up, okay, to not be the way it should. So now just place that half inch for sewing. So from the shoulder slant, just go up by half inch, up to this neck width. Just go up by half inch, then you connect the points. So have it here, then extend it. So this is it. So just extend the neckline to meet that half inch. Then also extend the armhole line to meet the half inch also, and have it. So this is our seam allowance. So that's why I said you have to measure 1 inch from your paper before marking the shoulder line, Okay, so we have it. So by the time you're joining, you join this, and every other thing remain the way they should be. So let me also place my neck line. So you can take whatever neck of your choice. You can create any neck of your choice. But here I'm just taking a round neck. So this is it. Now the next thing is to place our darts. So to place your darts, you have to place your bust span. So the bust span, that is from one nipple to the other, nipple to nipple. So to place our bust span, the bust span is 8 inches. So divide by 2, that is 4 inches, but I'll place 4.5. That's, I'll add half inch. Okay, so the reason for the half inch is by the time you join it, you arrive back at that 4 inches, which when you open it, it is 8 inches. So I'll place 4.5 from the bust points. Okay, then at the waist point, I'll place down to the hem. Okay, so you place it on the hip also and on the hem. So we have it there. Now connect it with a straight line. Just draw a straight line to connect the points. Okay, so this is it. Now at this bust point, just come down by 1 inch. You come down by 1 inch. This is it. Okay, then at the waist point, you take 1 inch on this side and you take 1 inch on this side. Okay, you also do same at the hip point, 1 inch on this side and 1 inch on this side down to the hem. So you take 1 inch. That is it. Now we'll connect. Just connect the points like so. So you place it like so. Okay, you have it there. Then you connect it down straight. That is it. So this is our dart for this area. Now the princess dart from the armhole. Okay, so princess dart is just an armhole dart. So you measure, just measure the armhole. So just place your tape like so and you measure your armhole. Just measure it like this. Okay, so we have 10 inches here. So our armhole, this armhole length is 10 inches. Now I will take the midpoint. So the midpoint is 5 inches. So the midpoint is 5 inches. You know that is 10 divided by 2. The half of 10 is 5 inches. So this is it. Okay, so from this midpoint of the armhole, come down by 1 inch. Okay, just come down by 1 inch and you mark it. Then from this 1 inch step down, mark half inch on both sides. So you mark half inch here, you mark half inch here. Okay, so this is it. Then this 1 inch, remember this is the midpoint of our armhole. We came down by 1 inch. So that 1 inch, just connect it to your bust point. So let's just connect it. Okay, so just first of all connect it to your bust point. And this is it. Then when you connect, you can now take the half inch on both sides. Okay, so this is just to make it clear. Then on this our line we have drawn to the bust point, measure 1 inch from that bust point, take 1 inch up, and this is it. Okay, then this other half inch you took, connect them to this 1 inch step up like so. and you connect this one also like so. Okay, so this is it. So just connect them to this 1-inch step up, and that is it. Then the next thing is to create our curve. So create our princess dart curve. So what you do, just place your French curve like so, then you connect, just make a curve, just make a curve there like so. Okay, so don't want it sharp, just make sure you have a curve, and you can see our princess dart. You can see it. Okay, so if you don't have a French curve, you just carefully connect it. Now every dart we take, we have to replace our darts, because if you don't replace the dart, you know, we are cutting out the darts. If you don't replace it, by the time you sew, the dress will not fit the client, or if you're sewing it for yourself, it no longer fits because it will be tight. So we replace every dart we take. Now at this armhole, we took 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch here, that is 1 inch. So that 1 inch, you extend it, you just from this point place your tape at this point and you extend it by that 1 inch. Okay, you just extend this princess curve by 1 inch. So the reason we are doing this, because by the time you cut it, this armhole, this side will become shorter than this side. Okay, so if you don't extend it, if you sew it, you have a short, your blouse will be short, one side will be longer than the other, so you have to extend it. Then this 1 inch will also replace it here. Okay, you replace it there, so you place 1 inch here, then you connect the points. So by the time you connect it, you now have a new armhole. Okay, so this is it. So let me make it. By the time you connect it, this is our new armhole. So now we'll now place the horizontal measurement, that is your round measurement. So at this chest line, remember I've placed the bust measurement, that is 10.5, because of freeness. The 1/2 inch is because of freeness at the under arm, that is at the armpit area. So what I will do now is just to place my sewing allowance. So I'll just place 2 inches sewing allowance. Okay, so I have it there. This is my 2 inches sewing allowance, and this measurement covers up for the bust. It's the same thing for the bust measurement, so no need of taking it there again. So the next is the waist measurement. The waist measurement is 35 inches. Divide by 4, that is 8.75. So this is 8.5, then 8.75 is here. Okay, then this my 2 inches dart. Remember I took 1 inch at this side and 1 inch at this side. I'll have to replace it, so just add the 2 inches dart. This is it. Then add 2 inches sewing allowance, and we'll have it here. Okay, so just mark it. We have added our 2 inches, we'll have it here. This is for the waist. Now for the hip measurement is 44 inches. 44 divided by 4, that is 11 inches. So place my 11 inches here. Okay, then take my 2 inches dart. Let's add this 2 inches dart. This is it. Then 2 inches sewing allowance, and this is it. So the same thing will go on this hemline. So altogether we have 15 inches there. So just also place it at the hemline. Okay, so that is it. So the next thing now is to connect. So just carefully connect. Okay, so just carefully connect it. So once you don't want sharp edge here, so just blend it a little. So this is it. Okay, so this is it. So we have our princess dart blouse, the classic one. Okay, if it were to be a gown, you just extend it down to the full length of the gown and you have it there. So now we'll cut. So just follow all the lines necessary and cut. Just cut out this one. Then we cut like this. And go this way. So we have this. Then this one we also cut like this from here. Then your armhole, your shoulder seam allowance, cut from there. Then the neck. You have it. So you also cut out this. Okay, so this is it. This is our classic princess dart. Okay, these are classic princess darts. You can see it. This is our classic princess dart. So to cut the back, it is very simple. What you do, by the time you place your front panel like this, you take your zipper allowance for the back. Then the back panel will not have these darts. Okay, it won't have this wideness. We are not going to, you're not taking away half inch on both sides here and the 1 inch we cut out from this side. No, it will just go straight. Let me just show you an example, okay, from the previous cutting. So this is just how the back should look. You see the zipper allowance, okay, then this is the back princess dart, just straight from the midpoint of the armhole straight all the way down. Okay, so you can see it. So it is different from the front part. So what you do for the, just to cut your back, by the time you place your front panel, by the time you place your front panel on your pattern paper, you mark out your zipper allowance. Okay, so you take whatever neckline you want, then you just from the midpoint of the armhole. Remember, the back armhole is not as deep as the front armhole, so you can see it here. The front armhole is 1 inch deeper than the back armhole, so the back armhole will just go straight the way it should. That is from the shoulder slant to that bust measurement we took at the chest line. Okay, so your armhole just go straight. Then at the midpoint, you just measure and mark the midpoint, then you mark it to the bust point. You just connect it to the bust point and all the way down, then you cut it. That is just how the back would be. So you can see the difference. The front has this that cut out and that cut out, but the back is cut just straight, so you can see it. Okay, so that is how you cut the back of the princess dart. It goes just straight like that. So this is it about our princess dart. I hope this tutorial has been of help. Please give it a thumbs up. Okay, give it a like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. Also turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Okay, just hit that subscribe button below and give this video a like. See you in my next video. Bye.